So here's our sequence. Negative 10, negative 7, negative 4, and then it keeps going. First question, is this an arithmetic sequence? Is there a common difference between every term? What's the common difference? I'm adding 3 to each of these. So the first thing I check, is it arithmetic? Answer is yes, because the common difference is positive 3. I'm adding 3 to each term. Now, if I want to continue the sequence, just want to keep going. So I have negative 10, negative 7, negative 4. What's going to come next? Negative 1. Then what? Not 0. Positive 2. I skip right over 0. And then positive 5. We'll pause there. Say it keeps going. Now, remember, in the notation we use, this is A1. It's the first term. This is A2, A3, A4, A5, and A6. So this is my way of numbering the terms in the sequence. A means a term in the sequence. The 1 tells me which term. How far down the line have I gone? So if I were to ask you to say, well, tell me what A8 is. What's the 8th term? Without doing any algebra, what would it be? Just from what you see in front of you. How do you get 11? All right, well, that's it puts me at 8, but that's A7, right? And if I go one more to A8, that'll put me at 11. What's that? Yeah. So this is going to be 11. And I got that by saying, oh, let's just keep going. 2 to 5. To 8, and then to 11. And this is item number 4, number 5. No, this was 5, 6, number 7, and finally number 8 in the sequence. So I just kept going. It's harder when I want to be jumping way down the line and I don't want to write a whole long column of numbers to get there. Which is why when we practice these and we do example problems, we're going to use some big numbers for which term we want to get used to this idea of not having the option of just writing the sequence all the way out. So we write it in a general form. If I write A sub n, that's my way of saying I want some term, I don't know which, but just one of them, way down the line. And that format, I'll rewrite the format, is the first term plus the common difference times n minus 1. So let's plug in my knowns. The nth term, some term down the line, is going to be negative 10 plus my common difference of 3 times n minus 1. Now I can use that formula to kick out any term I want, no matter how far down the line it has to be. So if I want the 20th term, so a sub 20, that's going to be negative 10 plus 3 times 20 minus 1. So negative 10 plus 3 times 19, or negative 10 plus 3 times 9 is 27, 7 carries 2, 57. And that's going to be 47. There you go. So the 20th term. Back in, well, mostly back on camera. How are we doing? What questions can I answer here? Go ahead. Okay, can you? Okay. Well, remember, a to the n is, here's a term. It's some number down the line. I don't know what number down the line it is. It's some number down the line. It could be the 100th term, in which case it would be a 100. It could be the 5th term, a5. That's all it means. And then this n over here is how far down the line you want to be. So when I say I want the 20th term, all right, well, here's the formula. I plug in the 20 for n, and I just work out what I get so that if I were to extend this sequence all the way out, that's where I would land. Let me show you one other way of maybe helping solidify this. If I talk about, get another piece of paper here. Here's my sequence still. I want to talk about A4, the 4th term. I know that from working it out, that's -1. Let's verify that that works. -10 plus the common difference of 3, 4 minus 1. 4th term minus 1. So that's going to be -10. Right. Yep, hang on there. 3 times 3, -10 plus 9 is -1. And that matches what I said I had for the 4th term when I worked it out longhand. This formula is going to carry me through, see where I land. So I can get any term I want, however number out I'm going to look, by using this one formula to generalize it. If you think of this as an XY chart, so this is the number, and this is which term it is in the list. So the first term was -10. Second term, -8. Third term, nope, -7. Using the wrong series. Yeah, -4. 4 is -1. 5 is 2. And I can just keep going. And so what this is doing is it's letting me continue that chart without having to actually make that chart.